Hello, myself. I'm reading about this new labor code, which talks around the number of work hours and the number of weekends that we can avail going forward. So, I have been speaking to one of my colleague a few minutes ago, and she has reminded me about this new labor code that may come into application just in a few months from now. So, this topic was so much in conversations a few weeks ago, I remember, but then it completely got out of our conversations, but now it's coming back. So, what is it all about? I will tell you in detail. I'll come back to you with the details of how will it affect our work life, how will it affect our work life balance, how it will define our number of work hours per week, number of work days per week, and if we can have more number of weekends now, but with the cost of how many number of work hours per week. I'll tell you all of this. I'll come back to you. But before that, I'm releasing a short survey asking you of what do you think is more beneficial for you if given an option. What is that you will opt for? So we have just completed choosing our new regime and old regime for our tax deductions and tax benefits. I'm not so great with finances, but yet, yeah, I have somehow managed to select one of the regime that I have given this option to opt for. So I took that benefit to opt one for myself, which I thought would be benefiting me. In the same way, if I will be given an option to choose how many hours I want to work in a day, or how many days do I want to take as a weekend, then what will my options be? So for now, I will tell you in a brief and then release this survey to you so you can also share your views with me of what do you think is more beneficial, and we can have more discussion about this in future. So to tell you in brief, this new labor code that is being introduced says an employee can now take 3 weekends. That means the person can work for just 4 days in a week. That means it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday holiday. Yeah. So weekend comes early. But what are the number of hours per day that we would be working? So the number of hours per week that we would be working is now 40 to 48 hours, depending on the employer. So if an employer says we need to work for 5 days a week, that means we are working 40 hours, considering we are working for 8 hours a day. But if a person is working 6 days a week, that means he's working 48 hours a week. So that has not changed. So even now, the employer has the same number of work hours that he can offer to his employee, which means we would be working almost 12 hours a day if we want to take 4 days as work days. Now tell me, what do you think is more beneficial to us? Taking 3 days as weekends, or working just 8 hours, or working 12 hours a day? So now, if I had been working in a team, if I'm anyhow working for 12 hours a day, then that doesn't make a much of a difference for me. And additionally, I would be getting 3 days as weekends. Now, as I was having this very casual conversation with this colleague and friend of mine, so my discussion towards these points was, I'll be very frank and fair here. So I told, so there were days that I worked. So right now, I do not work for 12 hours or more than that currently, but there were days when I really did that hard work. I worked for 12 or more than 12 hours a day for weeks and for months together. So had this labor code come to me then, it would not make much of a difference for me, because I think an employer can definitely not give more than 12 hours of a work for a person. Lot of thoughts around this. So yes, we'll come back with all such discussion. But for now, you drop in your survey comment of what will your opt be if given an option. See you again very soon with more details. Bye-bye.